Hey everybody, welcome to Chair and Raider Weekly. We haven't done this in a while just because, hey, the Raiders had a Thursday night game and last week and they beat the Chargers in Oakland. And it was one of those wins that you'll cherish, and then you cherish the days off. And the Raiders had a bunch of them and needed it. But this Sunday at 1:25, the Bengals come to town and they're 0-9. The Raiders at 5-4. And this game will be on CBS week 11 here. Really don't want to let down in this game. Don't want to take anybody for granted. Don't want to take this Bengals team uh, for for who they are. You gotta treat them like anybody else. You gotta just take care of your business and keep punishing, and no let down for sure. No let down. Keep going. Uh, Hopefully, Rays feel more fresh after all these days off. Derek Carr has done well. Uh, Jacobs, see if they could get Jacobs going on the ground against the Bengals, who have the worst defense. That's one thing to look at. Hey, if everything's go well, if blocking can happen up front, things can happen. Uh, I think that this would be an easy win, but gotta take care of business for sure. Uh, Bengals at 0-9, they're just trying to get through the season. And Ryan Finley um, made his debut last week against the Ravens. He had a couple of picks. Oh no, one pick and one fumble that returned for scores. So he's jittery. Let's make him more jittery. Let's get the black hole going and all. Everybody loud and proud and going crazy. Uh, that would be something. And fortunately for the Raiders, they had to replace another safety after already losing Jonathan Abraham to a shoulder injury. Kyle Joseph had a foot injury after a pick. So now the Raiders signed DJ Swearinger, who was cut by Arizona earlier this year. Remember, he was a Washington player. Uh, Hopefully, he's ready to go. Hopefully, he can make an impact right away. See what he can bring. I really want to see that for sure. Uh, the Bengals again. They're looking to next year. They already benched Andy Dalton, going with Finley at quarterback. Again, they have the worst defense, lowest ranked. So hopefully the Raiders can expose it on the ground and through the air, get everyone involved. Waller, Renfro, Williams, Renault, and then put pressure on Finley. Put pressure on him. Make him not comfortable, basically, with the salt and pepper, with Farrell, Crosby, and Mayow. Get them some sacks. Get them some experience, some speed rush. Make Finley throw some bad passes. That would be awesome. And then they got to stop Joe Mixon. He had a pretty good game against the Ravens. Ravens didn't have such a good time stopping him, but they did score more than enough to win. And so that's the hope that the Raiders can have, is that, hey, we keep scoring and they can't score as much. We just got to outscore them. But we got to get three and outs. We got to get stops. We got to make a punt. And then we got to have long drives and sometimes quick scores for sure. Now the spread has us at 10.5 and 90% chance of winning this game, and I believe in that for sure. Uh, I think the Raiders will win for sure. Uh, Probably like 35-17. Probably go with that, but hopefully it's lower for Cincinnati. And I just hope for a game without much injuries for either side, but for sure for the Raiders, of course. But if somehow we can avoid having so many penalties, I think that would be much warranted because the penalties for the Charger game that one Thursday that was pretty hard to swallow, having all those penalties and all those moments that you think you have something in the bag and you have to play back the game, play back the the time. So again, I'm just hoping for a smoother game and an easier win, and that's it. There's nothing else to it. You just gotta uh, do your job and then go out with the win. That's it. I mean, there's nothing else to it. Just win, and that's it. Just win, baby. That's all. And then get your rest and come back the next week. But gotta do it, and I'll be watching, and I'll be going hard. Going hard for sure. So again, 35-17. I think the score will be the Raiders will win. Hopefully in a easy fashion, one that is just smooth and you know everybody gets out okay, especially your defense. Not only your defense did a great job last game, but just get out of there without injuries. Just okay, just get some stops and get easy stops and get off the field. And let the not only get Jacobs going, but get backup running backs going. Washington going, get the receivers going. Richard, I want to see Richard and Washington get some yardage in this game. Have it spread around. I would really love to see that. But I got a good feeling Jacobs will have some stats to put up as John Gruden did say, uh, he might be rookie of the year, and I'll vouch for him for sure. And we'll just keep knocking on wood, keep going. That's all it is. So this has been the chair Raider preview of already Week 11 against Cincinnati. We'll see you next time on the chair. Bye.